Welcome to the Looney Bin. Have a seat, have a seat. We're here to get into some things, some tea. Might mess around and eat, cook together, get it together. What's tea? Dirty Harry segment, mental health series. A word from Jenny Allure. Word. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey there, it's Shani Allure. Welcome to the Looney Bin. It's early as shit. I don't know exactly what time it is. Hold on, let me tell y'all. It's 10:15. That's early to me, okay? Y'all see my coffee? That's early to me. I've actually been up since 8, but I'm getting into it. Okay, so this segment is the music review segment. I'm going to use my own music as an example of how you will get your music review. Now, in this video, I'll also tell you the package details. So you'll get a 30-minute segment no matter what. I mean, if you send me a project that got 18 songs on it, we're going to have to smash that into 30 minutes because this will be a part of a full show, and the show is an hour long. So you'll also get a copy of the video and audio recordings to do whatever you want to do with them. You'll get the cosign from the Looney Bin and Shani Allure. Anything that I have going on, I'll shout you out, things like that. You could probably use it for TikTok too, if you'd like to. Most creatives know how they want their stuff to look. So if you want to go in and do some things to it, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, so let's just get into mine. And also, I do want to say, I don't charge for this service, but I do accept donations to Cash App Shani Allure, $, Shani Allure. $3 is the minimum that, you could send, but this is time consuming. Just to let y'all know, it's time consuming. These shows, when I do these shows, I'm not just going to get over here and sit here. Like, I just woke up. I'm still in my pajamas right now because this is just showing y'all what you're going to get. But I do the full thing. Then I write my treatments in the morning. I get up, sit at my station and write my treatments for my shows. I have to edit some shows. I can't even save because something went wrong. I have technical issues a lot of times because we're just getting here. So just be mindful of that and my time and my efforts, okay? Because the Looney Bin is not the Dirty Harry show. It's not about music reviews and things like that. But I'm doing this because I'm seeing how my platform is growing. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to review Take It Away, okay? So we're going to do that. Let's go with that. Okay. That was Get Away by Shani Allure. I don't know who that girl is, but she was doing that thing. Okay. It's the morning time. I made my coffee so strong this morning. I'm real jittery. But I'm gonna need that shit, yo. I ain't gonna lie. It'll be all right. All right, so as far as Take It Away, I can't really review it because it's me. So I'm gonna just tell y'all my thoughts, and how it came about. Shout out to yours truly, the poet. He's the videographer that shot this. We came up with a lot of this stuff together, but I will say that he had a lot of creative input on the locations and things like that. As far as like being the opening scene, it signifies and it signifies an event that happened, and you will be able to read about that event in the description box. But signifies that, and yeah, it was not a good time for me in life when I made that song. That song was not a song where I created it because I want sympathy. I created that song because I know there's people that feel like I felt. And so I wanted to be able to communicate through music and let you know that everything's going to be okay. Even though when I wrote that, I didn't believe everything was going to be okay. I didn't want to even be around to see if it was going to be okay. But I did. You know what I mean? And the song, every time I hear it now, I used to not be able to hear it without even crying because I know what really went down. Yeah. Basically, would take it away. That song was not meant to it wasn't meant for you to bop to. It was not meant for you to bop to. It wasn't meant for you to feel good. Like it was meant for you to be able to look in the mirror. That's why the mirror scene is so important. So that you can look in the mirror and see what you really need to see. Okay? You're not looking in the mirror to see what others see of you or this facade that you put on for the outside world. That's not what you're looking in the mirror to do. You're looking in the mirror to take all that bullshit off. Take it all off till you're down to skin and bone. And what you see then is what you are and who you are. And if that reflection is not pretty to you, then change it. That's what I had to realize. We control us. We control ourselves. That's all we can do is control ourselves. I mean, if you got children, even you can't control your own children because as a human being, we have something called free will, right? Regardless if we know better or not, we still have free will. Now, if you don't know any better, then you don't know any better. But reason why free will is so dangerous is that a lot of us know better, but we still choose the latter. You know what I mean? So even if you do, even if you do feel like you know better, you know what I mean? And you do make the wrong choice, it is what it is. You got to keep going. You got to keep going with your life at the end of the day. Make peace with it and go because you can't change it. If it's in the past, it happened already. And there's nothing you can do about it. And people will say things about it and they might not even let you live it down for a long time. But next week, somebody else will be a hot topic and it won't be you no more. So all we can do is control us, basically. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, about Take It Away. It was a dope record. Like I said, I wish that somebody else wrote it and somebody else was going through that and it wasn't me. But it was me. And that's a part of my trials and tribulations that I will attribute one day when I'm accepting my Grammy. And so I'm rolling with the punches and I keep going. If you are a viewer of Shani Allure and you've been rocking with me since 2017 when I threw myself in the spotlight as a model, you've seen me go through this, that, and the third, but you also seen how I just don't quit. I'm coming back like good crack every time. I'm not going to quit because if it was meant for me to be gone, I would be gone already. And I don't like the aspect of living life under the radar when I have so much to offer to the world. I'm very introverted and I do like my space. But being able to virtually create and have a support in the loony bin, that's something that I want. And so I'm here every day getting it. If you want something, do it consistently because the only thing that's standing in your way is being inconsistent. Okay? Being inconsistent. This is something that I wanted for a long time. So now that I have it, I'm going to work on it diligently. Now, as far as like my music goes and Moods 2.0, I do want to touch on that real quick. I know this is a music review, but I'm going to touch on it. Um, Moods 2.0 has to be perfect. Simple. That's just it. So, as I've stated before, I did not put a release date on Moods 2.0 because songs are still being added, songs are being taken off, verses are being added, features are being added. Like, there's things going on. You know what I mean? So, when you don't see me right here, my mind is on Moods 2.0. Okay. Or it's on home improvement, getting my home ready to allow guests to come in and things like that, because I am a very energy type of person and I don't allow everybody through my threshold. Every time somebody has come in here and they not right within their spirit, shit start happening with me, and I don't like that shit. So get yourself right before you come through this motherfucking threshold. Don't come in here with baggage and things that you got going on, because it's not about that at the Looney Bin. When you come to the Looney Bin, we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about it. Okay. But we're not going to allow outside factors, things that's weighing you down, to come in here and also weigh me down. We don't do that. This is a place of peace in here. Okay. When I sit in this chair, this is a place of peace, calmness, serenity. Okay. So when I start allowing physical guests to come in here, then yeah, we're going to do that. But yeah, so Moods, like I said, Moods 2.0, it's going to come and it's going to be perfect. I promise, cuz I'm not going to release anything less than perfect. And I mean perfect in my eyes. Okay? But until then, please keep streaming. Take it away. Keep streaming Ask Them Hoes. Keep streaming Looney Tune. Keep streaming Drake Flow. Keep streaming Pretty Girl. Keep streaming. I said stringing. I'm weak as fuck. Keep streaming Moods. Moods. The first Moods mixtape. Take That Money. Please keep streaming Play Too Much. Shout out to Wash Go. Keep streaming You Don't See Me. Shout out to Young Tip. Keep streaming my features. Tonight, Joel ID. I was on his project and he was on mine, Demons. Make sure you stream that. Stream all the songs in the mental health series. Please stream all the songs in the mental health series. Looney Tune, Demons, and Take It Away. Okay. There's so many more songs that are in the mental health series. I mean, we touch on relationships, we touch on family members, we touch on everything. Okay. We talk about everything in the mental health series because everything does contribute to your mental, whether you like to admit it or not. I've created the mental health series because a lot of people like to put on this facade that they're perfect. And one thing about us, we're not perfect. We're not ever going to be perfect. Some of us just got more shit going on than the next, but that doesn't mean that we're less than. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that we're less than. We just got shit going on. But they say God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So maybe that's why we go through so much. You know what I mean? I know why I go through so much. I know why I have been through so much. Now, not so much. Life has been pretty bright for me lately. But you got to do the work. You got to do your part, because you can't just wake up in the morning, pray, and expect God to fix everything. You can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't know how anybody else's faith is set up, but faith is dead without works. So if you don't do anything on your side, sorry, I had to cough and I don't like to do that in the mic. But if you don't do anything on your side to make things work out, then they're never going to work out. God is a meet you halfway type of being. He's not the type that, oh, you come a little bit and I'm going to come the rest. No, you come halfway, he come halfway, y'all meet in the middle and y'all make things work out. Okay? But you can't, and I don't know who believes in what and everything like that, and I'm not really going to go into mine because it doesn't matter here. If you got faith, you got faith. If you don't have no faith, then you don't have no faith. I'm not judging anybody. You know what I mean? But believe in something. Believe in yourself if you don't believe in anything. Believe in yourself. I think I believe in myself more than I believe in anything in this world. I believe in myself and that I can make myself great and be as great as possible more than I believe I can breathe air. Like, I know that my life is going to take a crazy leap and it's going to be overnight. It's going to seem like it's overnight success. Things are just going to start moving really, really fast. It's already happened to me
on different occasions. It's me that stops the ball when it gets rolling. It's me. I've been standing in my own way since 2017 by the decisions and choices that I've made. The people that I allow in my life when I know they're not right for me. The decisions that I make that I know are not good decisions. It's me that stood in my way. So you get out your own way, because if you want to be great, there's nothing that you can do but get up, put your first foot, your best foot forward, and do what you're supposed to do. That's all. You do what you're supposed to do. Do what you can do. Don't take on the baggage of trying to make everybody around you happy. If you yourself are not happy first, how are you going to make everybody else happy if you're not happy within? I don't understand that. You have to make yourself happy first. The mental health series has something called self-care Sunday. It doesn't have to be on Sunday, but that's when I do it. Okay. And make sure at the end of the day, y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter. But yes, you you got to make yourself happy. Okay. And I think with Take It Away, you reflect a little bit on that, because you see someone that's so vulnerable and able to express how vulnerable they are and how they don't want to die, but they want the pain to stop. You know what I'm saying? They want to stop going through so much and they feel like it never stops. They never get a break. It's one hardship after another. And I know that's a story of other people. That's why I try not really to complain, because I know somebody out there got it worse. Yeah, I woke up today and my legs hurt, but somebody woke up and they don't have no legs. Okay? Like certain things, you change your perspective. When you change your perspective, a light comes on in your head where it's not that bad. Yes, you might have an eviction notice. Yes, your lights might have got cut off. It's your perspective and how you look at it. You know what I mean? I would look at it as like, dang, now I got to do my show from my car. Like I would kind of look at it like that, but at the same time I'd be like, well, at least I have internet connection and I can, you know what I mean? Certain things like that. But yeah, just look at the bright side of things. I had to do that when I created Take It Away. I did not see the bright side of anything. You could be talking to me and say, hey, it's really not that bad. You still got this, and this, or so and so loves you, this, that, and the third. I did not see none of that. And I did not care about any of that. To tell you the truth, I did not care about any of that. None of it. Only thing that I could see and feel was the pain that I was in. And I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to stop. So what I did, I put it in a song. And that song was supposed to be the song that they found when they found me, if that makes sense. And at that time, it was only lyrics. It was lyrics, and then it was a reference track that I made. And when I made that reference track, I would love to let people hear that reference track, because that's where you can really hear the pain. When I created the song, you can hear the pain and you can hear the treble in my voice. You can hear just the strength just to be able to even make the song, like to be able to even sit here and tell somebody I feel this fucking low. And I know there's people out there in the world, trolls and whatnot, that will take something so vulnerable and make it ugly. They'll take it and they'll try to flip it around and say, well, hey, you have mental health issues. You're crazy. You're this, that, and the third. But let me tell you something about Shani Allure. Everything that I've ever done, I capitalize off of it. I turned it into a brand, something. I got something out of it. Anything bad that happened. That's why we're sitting here right now at the Looney Bin. Because when I got my diagnoses and things like that, I didn't want to give anybody the chance to write my story for me. I didn't want to give anybody the chance to tell others what and who I am. You say I'm crazy, I say I'm Looney Tune. Okay? You don't title me. And no matter what I ever go through, I'm always going to come out on top at the end of it all because I have purpose and I realize that I have purpose. November 2nd taught me that I have purpose. Because before that, I couldn't see my purpose. I always had purpose, but I could not see it. And when you go through an event like that and it makes you see your purpose, you walk a little different. You talk a little different. Your head's held up a little higher. Because you've seen why you can't leave this earth yet. Life is about choices. I chose to see what would happen if I left Earth. I chose to see what would happen if I was no longer here. A lot of that stuff opened my eyes up, not only to myself and what I go through, but it opened me up to my relationships and who's really there for me. When I went through that dark time, I did not have a lot of support, but that's neither here nor there because the support that I did get from the very few people that were around, I love you guys. Like it wasn't a lot or whatever. Shout out to my Wody, my sis. Shout out to Caitlin. She's the only one that's consistently stayed in my life since I moved away from my hometown. I joined the military, I got married, and I moved away. And not in that order, but yeah. And so she's consistently stayed in my life no matter what. She's the only one that's come to visit me in the state that I live in. She's always there for me when I text her. She supports like no other. I could post a picture of my pinky toe and she's gonna share it. She's a ear, a shoulder, and she's just dope. So I appreciate and I love the fact that I have her in my life and she's never going anywhere and she's going to be on the jet with me. Okay. My brother, both my brothers, I love y'all. Me and my brother James Playa, we had a rocky relationship, but I will say that I take accountability for the way our communication was always so toxic because of the simple fact that it was me. Like I was just not in the space to even nurture my relationships with my siblings. And now that I am, everything is smooth and it's great and I love it. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my siblings. I do have a feeling of how I feel as far as the support that I lack from people that share the same blood as me. Like, I mean, who wouldn't feel a way? But I'm still here and going because there's strangers that love the fuck out of me. And why would I stop doing what I'm doing because somebody that I share the same blood with can't see my vision yet? They will see it one day, but by that time, I don't think like I'm not gonna be the type of person like, yeah, you can't get nothing from me, this, that, and the third, whatever. Because at the end of the day, we're still family. But I'm going to remember the lack of support. I'm going to remember all of that. I remember it all the time from people who were supposed to be like my friends and things like that. Like you start to realize certain things. You start to realize certain things. And especially when you become a creative, and it opens your eyes to, dang, was this person really ever my friend? Because me as a friend, I'm going to support whatever you want to do. If you want to sell fucking pickled eggs, I'm going to be out there standing with you with the jar. So I don't know if I actually call you my friend. If I actually call you my friend, then yes, I'm going to make sure that I'm supporting you no matter what. And a lot of people fell off. A lot of people fell off when I started doing me. And that's fine because God's always going to reveal who's really for you and who's not. He's always going to reveal that. Okay. All right. So at the end of the day, this is the 29-minute mark. This is a 30-minute segment. This is what you'll get. I just went off into my own talks and my own ventures because of the simple fact that this is my review. And yeah, take it away is an A+. And Make sure y'all go check that out, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share to the Looney Bin. And thank you so much, Looney Tunes, for always checking in, tapping in. Thumbs this video up, comment down below, and thank you so much. Please inbox me or email me at shanialore@gmail.com. If you want a music review, please send me your cover art so I can show it on screen. Send me any links to any videos on YouTube. And yeah, we're out of here. Thank you.